Now this is how you do a flagship. The MG Cyberster unites the brand's sports car past with the effortless performance of an electric powertrain. And power is the operative term. There's a phenomenal 375 kilowatts on tap. With a long history of building iconic sports cars, MG re-enters the scene with the Cyberster. An electric roadster that delivers eye-catching style and prodigious performance. It's a compelling car on paper, but the on-road experience tells the tale of a GT car rather than a true performance car. 2025 MG Cyberster, all brands evolve. It's a natural effect of changing market forces. For MG, which started out as a builder of modified Morris vehicles and morphed into a more approachable mass-market brand over a century, the focus is now back on performance. As a true flagship for the brand and a car that's certain to attract attention, the MG Cyberster is unmissable. The classic roadster form factor recalls the highlights from MG's past, while the heady electric performance points to the brand's newfound confidence as an EV manufacturer. Then there are the Cyberster's impressive stats: a 375 kilowatts dual-motor powertrain, a 0 to 100 km/h time of 3.2 seconds, and a claimed 443 km driving range. It puts the brand into an area it's been absent from for decades. MG of the past may have formed with drop-top sports cars, but in its current form, the MG badge is more likely to be affixed to cheap city hatchbacks and affordable compact SUVs. With big shoes to fill and the eyes of the world watching, does the MG Cyberster stack up? How much is an MG Cyberster? Rather than offer a range of models and variants, the MG Cyberster arrives in Australia as a single model. It's a true headline act too. The dual-motor electric drivetrain pairs a 150 kilowatts 250 Nm front motor and 250 kilowatts 475 Nm rear motor for a rear-biased all-wheel drive powertrain outputting a combined 375 kilowatts and 725 Nm of torque. Those are huge figures, no matter how you slice them. The striking design is also complemented by power-operated scissor doors. Rather than pivoting outward, these follow the Lamborghini example of rising skywards. There is no way to be subtle either. The unusual operation gets attention. Beyond that party trick, the Cyberster also comes with 20-inch alloy wheels, a power-folding fabric roof, LED head and taillights, electrically adjustable sports seats with heating, Alcantara and faux leather seats, heated Napa leather steering wheel, 360-degree cameras, dual-zone climate control, and a multi-screen driver's cockpit that looks like something out of a jet fighter. The base price only gets you the English white paint shown here. Sterling silver and Camden grey add $1,000 to the price, while the hero colors, diamond red and royal yellow, are $1,200 over the base price. All colors can be paired with a black and red, or white and grey interior. A black roof is standard, but a red roof is optional with white, silver, and grey finished cars. The price is set higher than any other model in the MG range, yet it somehow retains the brand's value edge. An MG Cyberster wears a $115,000 sticker in Australia before on-road costs. Overseas there is a cheaper single-motor variant with only the rear 250 kilowatts motor, but it's not on the cards for Australia, at least not yet. You get a car unlike any other in the MG range, but it's probably worth highlighting that a Cyberster is almost twice the price of a 320 kilowatts MG 4X Power from $55,990 plus on-road costs before any special offer discounts. It also presents an interesting contrast to potential competitors. The closest philosophical match is the petrol-powered BMW Z4, priced from $99,200 for the 145 kilowatts 4-cylinder S-Drive 20i, up to $139,800 for the 285 kilowatts 6-cylinder M40i. The Porsche 718 Boxster is between generations, with the old petrol-powered model set to be replaced by an EV next year. If you want to play the numbers game, you can buy a Ford Mustang GT V8 convertible for $86,752 and get close, with 347 kilowatts, or make the switch to something like a BMW M4 competition convertible that packs in 390 kilowatts and all-wheel drive, but asks for $197,900. Of course, if the open-top aspect isn't as important, there's also the Tesla Model 3 Performance. It comes with a 3.1-second 0 to 100 km/h claim from its 380 kilowatts electric powertrain and can be yours from $80,900, making it something of a performance bargain. Hyundai also plays in the performance EV arena with the Ioniq 5N. It has a barely believable 478 kilowatts peak output and a 3.4-second 0 to 100 km/h time, with specific tuning for performance driving and even track work, from $111,000. All prices listed here are before options and on-road costs. How big is an MG Cyberster? While it looks reasonably compact in photos, the Cyberster surprises by being larger than you might expect when you see it in the metal. Make no mistake, it's still not huge, but at 4,535 mm long it sits a considerable 620 mm longer than an MX-5 and 592 mm longer than the MG TF was. The relatively long 2,690 mm wheelbase is also 380 mm longer than that of an MX-5 and 314 mm up on a TF. A closer match is the BMW Z4, though it too is still 211 mm shorter and built atop a 220 mm shorter wheelbase. Interior space as a result is good, but the Milligram design team have been very careful to maintain a close-fitted sports car cabin feel. The interior is very clearly all about the driver, with the trio of instrument screens angled to be driver-facing and a cowl panel that sweeps into a passenger grab handle, sectioning off the passenger. The console sits high, and the seats are as low as they can be. That positioning divided opinion in the drive office, though. For me, at 169 centimeters tall, the fit felt right. Low in the cabin, but noticeably not bum on the ground low. It's handy for navigating regular roads and being able to spot surrounding traffic without feeling too vulnerable, and still allows you to get in and out without looking like a newborn calf taking its first steps. Taller drivers about 180 centimeters and above felt lofty and said that the windscreen header rail felt like it impeded forward visibility. All drivers, no matter their size and scale, like the available footroom. Without the intrusion from a center tunnel, the footwell is wide and there's no need to squeeze in or compromise to make the Cyberster work. The seats themselves offer limited adjustment with slide, recline, tilt, and lumbar adjustment only. There's no way to adjust the bolstering on the backrest or base, and no length adjustment for the base cushion. While that might not sound crucial, the seats themselves are quite broad, and the bolsters aren't particularly pronounced, so being able to cinch them in a bit would help give a sportier feel. The choice of cabin materials feels well considered. There are soft-touch surfaces anywhere you'd expect to lay a hand, with stitched faux leather wrapping over the dash, across the doors, and on parts of the console. You can opt for an airy white and grey interior treatment, but the black and red of our test car feels a bit more sporty. The only problem I couldn't reconcile is that the red roof is very clearly red, but the red interior sections are more of a terracotta color, so you might be best to avoid putting these two elements together. There is no option for a fully black interior nor a classic roadster tan.